Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Miss Bo, and today I'm going to show you how to complete Olaf's exhibit for the rooms Sunlit Plateau and Frosted Heights. If you enjoy my content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for Disney Dreamlight Valley content. The first thing you're going to want to do is head over to your chest wherever you've been keeping your inventory, and you're going to want to move everything over from your chest into your inventory. If you need to, have companions so you can have extra room in your inventory. Let's start off with Sunlit Plateau. When you enter now, you can see we're no longer on the left side. We are completed. We're moving on to the right side, and we have our first lit up rooms, starting off with Sunlit Plateau. Moving over to stage 1 for the gems. You're going to move over citrine, onyx, tourmaline, shiny citrine, and shiny tourmaline. All right, we have the aquarium, and it looks like it's Scar's house is the main attraction of it. For the aquarium, you're going to move over bass, walleye, tilapia, salmon, perch, and carp. Let's go check out that red chest. Let's see the aquarium prize. I always love that we can fully see the fish swimming around. It's pretty interesting that they did Scar's house because we can move Scar's house. I know that's where he's introduced, but I thought maybe they would have done the Vitali's Mines because that's a landmark in the biome. But pretty interesting. I like it. Let's move over to stage 1 of the flowers. You're going to need an orange house leek, a pink bromeliad, a red bromeliad, and a yellow bromeliad. I love the background. That looks really nice. Moving on to stage 2, we actually have the Dreamlight fruit tree. That's pretty nice. For the Dreamlight fruit display, you're going to need 20 hardwood. You're going to need 15 Dreamlight fruit. You're going to need 10 orange house leeks. You're going to need 5 dream shards. And the Dreamlight fruit moves up and down. The next display is the Vitali's Mines. You're going to need 44 Vitali's crystals. You're going to need 30 iron ore. You're going to need 20 gold nuggets. You're going to need 3 sapphire. And you're going to need 3 ruby. I like it. The night thorns is what moves on this. And then they all fall down. The next display is the mining nodes. You're going to need 21 of the Vitali's crystals. You're going to need 2 citrine. And you're going to need 2 tourmaline. The next display is Scar. You're going to need 40 of the drywood. You're going to need 30 of the hardwood. You're going to need 15 of the pink bromeliads. You're going to need 10 of the pink house leeks. And you're going to need 5 of the purified night shards. Let's check out the red chest. Then you get all the dioramas. We have the Sunlit Plateau diorama Dreamlight tree. We have the Sunlit Plateau diorama Scar. We have the Sunlit Plateau diorama Mines. And we have the Sunlit Plateau diorama Vitali's Rocks. Let's move over to the last of stage 1. You're going to need 1 cherry, 1 chili pepper, 1 cocoa bean, 1 soya, 1 vanilla, 1 zucchini, and you'll get the companion habitat. This is gorgeous. Okay, to get the habitat, you need to move over all the sunbirds that you befriended, starting off with the emerald sunbird, the red sunbird, the golden sunbird, the turquoise sunbird, the orchard sunbird. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful though. I think they did a lovely job with it. Oh, and they made it look like a Dreamlight tree up there. That's really nice. Once you collect all 3 red chests, you get the final one for the biome. Let's go and open that up. Ooh, this time it's a clothing item. All right, before we open that, let's open up the habitat. I think this is really cute. Really unique, but I love it. Let's open up the exhibition reward. Oh, you get a Sunlit Plateau robe. For some reason, it pulled the Hercules skirt and it's glitching through the dress. So, hey, you know that item doesn't work with this. Okay, let's equip it. Okay, so this is how it looks. It's very unique. You have to wear shorts underneath it. It's still glitching through even with the shorts. But very unique. I like it. If you need to, remember to go back to your storage and fill up your inventory. Okay, let's go into the Frosted Heights. Starting off with stage 1 for the gems. You're going to need shiny amethyst, amethyst, shiny tourmaline, tourmaline, and onyx. So the main item in the aquarium is Elsa's cave. For the aquarium, you're going to need to move over bass, salmon, crab, white sturgeon, and tilapia. Let's go ahead and open up the aquarium chest. Oh look, they even have the crab on the bottom. I like that they're realistic. This is really nice. It looks like my white sturgeon's a little bugged out or moving slower than all the other fish. Let's move on to stage 1 for the flowers. You're going to need all the different colored passion lilies. Starting off, you need the blue passion lily. You need the white passion lily. The green passion lily. The black passion lily. The red passion lily. That opens up stage 2 for the dioramas. I really like the background. I wish we got the backgrounds. For the first diorama, which is going to be Olaf, you're going to need 10 of the red passion lilies. You're going to need 15 of the white passion lilies. You're going to need 30 of the drywood. You're going to need 40 of the snowballs. You're going to need 5 of the purified night shards. Oh, he looks so sad. For the next diorama, it's the orb pillar. You're going to need 2 amethyst. You're going to need 2 tourmaline. And you're going to need 21 stone. For the next diorama, which is the ice blocker, you're going to need 10 of the blue passion lilies. You're going to need 15 iron ore, 5 dream shards, and 20 snowballs. For the last diorama, which is a tree with the scary squirrel on it, you're going to need 45 of the hardwood, 30 soil, 15 green passion lily, and 10 night shards. Let's go ahead and check out the red chest. Alright, so we have the Frosted Heights diorama of Olaf. We have the Frosted Heights diorama Shadow Squirrel. We have the Frosted Heights diorama Pillar. And we have the Frosted Heights diorama Ice Crystals. Moving on to our last of stage 1. You're going to need the asparagus, cucumber, eggplant, mint, gooseberry, and cherry. Oh, how cute. It's a little winter lodge. That's adorable. To get this habitat, you gotta move over the foxes that you befriended, starting off with the white fox, the classic fox, the black fox, the blue fox, and the red fox. You get the last red chest. This is so adorable. One's in the doorway sleeping. That's so cute. Oh, that looks adorable. All right, let's open this red chest. When you do, you get the room's red chest. Let's open up the habitat. This is the Frosted Heights companion house. It's so cute. Oh, I love that. And I love the string lights on the trees. Let's open up the Frosted Heights room prize. Oh, cute. You get the Frosted Heights puffy parka. I think I like that even more. The detail on it, like the crystals in the back. Cute. Let's put that on. Let's go over the rewards, starting off with outfits and the aquariums. So we have Scar in the Sunlit Plateau. I think it's really nice. I like the bright colors, and I think they focused on the orange in that plant to really give the sunlit vibes. I'm just surprised they went with the character's home, even if that's where we found it, because his home is still movable. I thought they would have done the Vitali's mines, but they gave us that as a display. Then we have the Frosted Heights Aquarium, and it looks really nice. Elsa's cave even glows pink, which is really cute. Love it. But I feel like they could have incorporated a little bit more snow or crystals or something. It just looks a little more empty for some reason. Maybe because there's a lot of blue tones, so it's blending into the background. For the outfit, it looks really nice. It has a little turtleneck underneath and the crystals. I like the detail in the back. It looks really nice. For the other outfit, Sunlit Plateau's robe, if you can see on the torso, on the center, it has a Dreamlight tree. So that's pretty cool. I noticed a lot of clipping with this robe though, and even the basic black shorts that automatically go underneath anything too short, it's still clipping through. So that's a little worrisome. On the back, it's the symbol of the Sunlit Plateau, and a kind of another version of the Dreamlight tree in a way. And then on the bottom, it has all the night thorns. It looks pretty cool. Now let's go outside and check out the other items. Starting off with the Sunlit Plateau, you may see a display that's not showing you, but it's because it quite literally comes out of the ground for the Vitali's crystals. That's pretty unique because all the other ones have a clear base and don't clip into the ground of the floor of the valley. So for most of the time, you're going to see this on your valley floor if you place this. So just keep that in mind. I like the Dreamlight tree, and all the grass kind of has like a sway to it. Like there's nice wind blowing through it. I do like the cave. And I always love the character dioramas because it's a good way to incorporate them, especially if they're not cooperating for a photo. I love the companion home, and yes, you can interact with it and put any of the critters on it, but it's just really cute. I love the take they took by taking a Dreamlight tree and then turning it into a birdhouse sanctuary, basically. It looks really nice. For the Frosted Heights, overall, it kind of has a sad or scary vibe, which is pretty interesting because that's not what I associated it with. I wish Olaf did get his carrot nose. I don't know why they didn't include that, besides that in the main storyline we find him without a nose. But I thought it would be nice, like, because the diorama always moves, maybe then the nose would appear or somehow. But otherwise, now we're just left with a sad Olaf. So I guess that's interesting. The shadow squirrel's interesting because I thought it was a cocoa bean, but now looking up closer, the shadow squirrel has Olaf's nose. So this definitely tells a story together, but I don't know how many of us would actually use it for that. So it's definitely interesting. The orb pillar is different from all the other ones because it never fully drops the orb like the other orb pillar displays do. And the ice crystal breaks down into the floor and it disappears past into the ground. But as you can see here, it has a little snow, so you wouldn't just see that. That's what's different about the one before in the Sunlit Plateau. And then it builds back up. I feel like that could be used for a lot of different dream snaps. The companion home is really cute, but I did notice if you walk away, the foxes are kind of frozen in their poses for a moment. Specifically the black one, he stays still during that. The doorway white fox doesn't get up until you approach. And then the red fox will jump around excited to see you. As you can see when I'm far away, that's the poses that they have until you walk up close. They all change. So it's pretty interesting. I think the Winter Lodge is so cute. So much great detail on it. I love it. I always enjoy doing Olaf's exhibit and getting all these rewards. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments down below. I hope this helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in the valley. Bye, guys.